Well,
I
and
love it.
I'll tell you why I wouldn't put
Mhm,
her up there above those 2. As a sum total body of work. If you
mhm,
look at it, the virtuoso, you look at Gianna Perazzo, no matter
mhm.
what company she's been in, she has not just become a star, she's become a draw like that
Yeah. Mhm,
without needing controversy or bullshit.
mhm.
Lady
Absolutely.
Frost came out of nowhere,
Mhm,
hyper athletic, very good at what she does.
mhm.
She's doing so well, she doesn't need a contract from anyone.
Exactly. And I think it's great that at least they've gotten some really great women, obviously adding, and they added Trisha Dora because I think she's great.
Yes,
Queen Aminata, oh, that was really a great find with that. So,
I would like to
definitely
see Aminata with somebody that can't keep up. That's the real tell. Like you if you
yes.
take somebody who's mid and you put them in the ring with Britt Baker, okay?
Yeah.
It's going to be a shit match because they can't carry her. If you put her in there
Maybe.
with like a Taya Valkyrie, she'll look like
Mhm.
she's got her shit together because Taya's just that
Yeah,
fucking good.
yeah. But I think that someone like um, who am I thinking? Mariah May, I'm not impressed.
No,
Not not so, I mean, that's one that's gonna be very mid to none. But, hey. But, we got sidetracked on this stuff because, haven't been here in a while.
yeah,
So, you guys remember back in the day of episode 1 that we have a little game that we like to call "What's in Your Glass?" So, did you what's in your glass?
the Black Velvet.
Oh, going with the huge there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. And me, I was gonna drink soju, but I think all of you guys remember that episode 1 when I had soju. Woo! Off the rails. So I am just drinking a sponsored, not sponsored, regular Coca-Cola
Coke.
because it's
Dot
not
dot dot.
about what you drink. Da, da, da. Not
Who
about
you
what you
drink
drink,
it with?
but who you're drinking with. And
Mm.
I know that Fans First Sport Network totally believes in that. So,
Yes,
you know what we also do?
birthdays. Woo!
I know, and we missed a lot of them. And, I don't even know where to kinda start. So, I think I'm gonna now, if we said any of these people before, whatever, I just can't remember didn't, when we kinda stopped. Did we talk about okay, so I'm just gonna go down a list that, that is here. And if we went over this person or people, sorry, they just get an extra birthday shout out. So, without further ado, I want to start off with rest in peace to someone who I think obviously is one amazing, and two, he passed way too early in my personal opinion. But I will say happy let's see, I'm gonna do this. So a happy birthday wherever you are, Jay Briscoe. Yeah, that's one I still it still hits right here, you know. And
There you
I
go,
know
Jay.
Willis that yep, there you go. I know somewhere Willis is sitting there and he'll like agree with me. Like it hit him hard. All right. Whew. So we've got, Mark Andrews, if I think he probably didn't he go into hiding after that Me Too stuff? Okay, I don't know, but, I'm
Probably.
just gonna probably. Speaking of WWE, a lot of people, Michelle McCool, Sheamus, The Man, Becky Lynch, uh, well, Mercedes Moné, which I'm, like, still puzzled what the hell's going on with her, but that's another 5-year conversation, so we're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
If you're a New Japan fan, we gotta wish happy birthday to Evil, because everything is evil. He was better in LIJ. Yeah, I'm
I'm
going
not
there.
arguing that point,
It's the truth.
right?
Speaking of someone who was also great in Lij, and I think that they waited too long to have him leave.
Mhm.
Sonata, happy birthday. I love him. I love him. He's got great style. Great, great style. Oh, here's another one. Rockstar Spud.
Love that man. He
Mhm.
is so awesome.
Yes. I kind of think like I look back at when he was doing the thing with TNA
Mhm.
about like the little British wrestler who came in second. Yeah. But, hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's
You
fine.
should have seen him when he was Twitch streaming.
Who?
Rockstar Spud.
Oh, well, I didn't know he was one that does that too.
He did
Hmm.
for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, um, let's go on. There's a lot here. I mean, we've got here Ronda Rousey, Brian Cage, Marty Jannetty. Yeah, I think I'm like, oh gosh. Someone had told me, "Oh, Marty Jannetty," and I thought they were gonna tell me that he was dying, but isn't he, like, losing a leg or something?
Probably. I
I don't
It's
know.
so hard to keep up.
I know. With
Like,
all the misfits of wrestling, it's like, how do you keep up? For example, another birthday, Teddy Hart, and I'm not gonna go there with
mhm.
yeah, he's out of jail, so that's all I know. Uh,
Oh, well, there's
Brian
that.
Ca yeah, there's that. Brian Cage, happy birthday to who better than Cage.
Big
Uh,
beast.
yes. Okay, I have to do this, but I think it's backwards. No, yeah, I think is it backwards or am I backwards?
Um,
Because
it's like this. It's like this.
is it like that?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. But anyways, happy birthday to Chris Sabin,
Oh,
Motor City Machine Gun. Motor City.
saving it.
That was what I'm trying to do because it's like, the obvious. But yes, so happy birthday to him. I love the machine guns. I love that they're back and they
Mhm.
are kicking some major ass.
They're back home,
Uh,
baby.
mhm. Damian Priest, I still call him,
Senor
um,
Money in the Bank.
whatever. I still call him like Punishment Martinez. That's how I know him. um, Madison Rain
Mhm.
celebrated a birthday. Let's see who else is good that we can rest in peace. Uh, Jim Neidhart, another one
Yeah.
that I absolutely loved as a child. Hey, Paul White had a birthday.
Yeah. Who
Happy
knew?
birthday, Big Show. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? Hikuleo, from, New Japan fame. He's the brother
Mhm.
of, Gorillas of Destiny, if you don't know. He's been wrestling with, El Phantasmo. They're actually a really good team together, surprisingly. Another one that was one of my favorites as a child,
Mhm.
Sensational Sherry. She
I
was definitely one of my favorites.
there's a
Um,
clip of Medusa and Sherry were supposed to work a match, and there's this whole to do.
really
Oh yeah.
interesting. Yeah. Well, speaking of,
Mhm.
you
Yes.
know, wasn't, Medusa's birthday recently or a couple
Yes, it
weeks ago?
was. Yep.
Yes. So I'll let you do the happy birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, boss.
Not this boss, the other boss.
Did
Yeah, the
I
bigger
serve two
boss.
masters? I guess.
Oh boy, that no. All right. We did not ever say that we're rated PG or G.
No.
Letting you know. Just letting you know. I'm
We're
just
rated,
gonna say
huh?
that. Yep, exactly, exactly. Okay, other people's, Taiji there's a lot of New Japan people having a birthday.
Oh yeah.
Taiji Ishimori. God, that guy is really good if you haven't, seen him before. I saw him, didn't know who he really was and it was Bola 2017, the last one they did at Reseda. And
Mm,
boy, he just kicks some fucking ass. It was great. Tommy Dreamer having a birthday.
nice.
That man, I swear, I love Tommy Dreamer. Love him, love him, love him. Rich Swan had a birthday too.
Yep.
So happy birthday to Rich, because that he's just a great guy.
Hell of
Let's
a
see who
Madden
else is
player.
it. Well, there you go. Gangrel had a birthday.
Nice.
Now, another one I love. Haven't met him yet.
Okay.
I've because I don't know, like every time like I've been around and he's around, I don't know, yeah,
Just miss each
something's
other.
happened. Yep. Jimmy Jacobs.
Ooh.
Mhm. And I will say that I was very upset when WrestleMania came to San Jose
Mhm.
and Ring of Honor was so far away that, I was like, "Oh, it's not worth going." But that's the one when Lacey came back
Oh,
that
yeah,
one night.
yeah.
Yep. I like, God damn it, I missed that. So, um,
What can you
shit
do?
happens. What can you do? Gail Kim. Fucking love Gail Kim. Happy birthday. Another one, Carlito had one.
Because we got to be cool.
Uh, oh, that'd be totally cool. Let's see who else had a birthday. And then, of course, I'm gonna go through new birthdays. Uh, well, I'll just keep going with some new ones. Okay, Marsh's favorite wrestler, Sean Spears. Happy birthday.
He's got you.
I would have made him do that if he were with us. So, yeah. And I
Yeah.
know he's wishing him a happy birthday because that's his favorite wrestler. Who else is there? Whatever uh dude that had the Funkadelics or
Uh,
whatever. Well, I don't
I
know.
know
He
who
was
you're
Brodus
talking
Clay,
about.
but I don't know what he's going by now. But anyways, he had a
Yeah.
birthday. So that's so important that we know that. Shinsuke Nakamura, happy birthday.
King of
Coming
Strong
up.
Style.
Of course, yes, there is. Maria Kanellis, happy
Nice.
birthday. Um, Corey Graves. Mhm,
Outstanding. That's a hell of a wrestler, but I'm glad he's on
mhm.
commentary.
I am too. He's really great at it, and I personally myself, I find that like with him, it suits him better. Like there's some people I think that you know I don't want to say they should hang it up, but it's getting that time. So I'm like, So who else do we have? The Nature Boy. Woo!
Oh,
That's all I'll say.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, you have to
And
specify
then,
Ric Flair because there's more than one Nature Boy. He was like the second or third one.
oh God, it's like Sin Caras, right? Like there was like a bunch of Sin Caras.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a really bad example. I don't know where the hell that came from.
No, it's the most
That
apt
was a
example.
yeah. Oh yeah, there were a ton of Sin Caras. God damn. You're probably thinking, what does this girl do? I don't know. But isn't one of them on AEW now?
Yes.
Which one? Mystico?
Yeah, Mystico, I think is
Oh,
like
okay.
Sin Cara 4.
Is he Sin Cara? I don't know. There were so many of them. I
I
have no idea.
I just picked a
No
number,
clue.
you know.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. I don't want to go too far because when does next week? What is next Thursday? Just so
Ne-
I know, so I
Next
don't go too far.
Thursday is the 29th.
Mhm. Okay, so also having a birthday, Ricky Steamboat.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the big man Lance Archer, because everybody dies, and I agree with that 1000%. I have an issue with this next person, Penta El Zero Miedo,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll talk about that later. Uh, I
Yeah,
guess happy birthday. That's what I'm gonna say. I guess happy birthday.
we'll
Yeah.
throw that in the end of the show.
Yes. And finally, finally, I must say, happy birthday to the best ass in professional wrestling, my man,
The
Starkey Boy. And it's funny because yesterday was his birthday, and the whole like X, I'm not calling it Twitter, X actually was flipping out at the fact that he's 34. They're like, "Oh my god, MJF, he's older than Adam Page. He's older than this. He's older."
that don't mean nothing.
That doesn't mean shit. If you thought that, remember, black don't crack. Okay,
Fucking
he said that.
R-Truth is like in his 60s.
I know, seriously, right? It doesn't look like it. Where there's other older people that look like they're in their like whatever, right?
Right.
So I just say this. Um, it's awesome. He had a great birthday. He did not wrestle in Austin, which I was
Mhm.
kind of pissed off about. So makes me wonder what's going on. So um I don't know, but
I don't
that's
know.
another story for another day. But I do want to say happy birthday. Uh Gifts in the mail.
Hmm.
And mm, that's it.
All
So
right.
those are your birthdays. I think we caught up with everybody. If yours person that you know had a birthday and we didn't say anything, happy birthday. Sorry. There were a lot of people that are problematic that I left out. Just FYI.
Oh,
So yeah, just kind of editing that so we know. And birthday, birthday, birthday.
all right.
Woo! All right. So Pentagon.
Are we gonna do this now?
I think we're gonna do this now because we mentioned him and then I don't have to mention him again.
Okay.
So do you do you know what's going on with like AAA?
Uh, a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, there's all sorts of shit, right?
Right.
But they wrestled in Tijuana last weekend. Of course,
Mhm.
I wanted to go because hi, whoop whoop was there.
Mhm.
And it's on the same coast, but you know what? No one wants to go with me. So as a woman going by herself, I don't
Right.
know. I don't know. But in a way, I'm kind of glad I didn't go. But this is the last time when he was in Tijuana, he main evented. He main evented again, and he was in a tag with Matt Cardona, and I can't remember who else. But
Mhm.
anyways, because it was a six man. But there was a spot. There were a bunch of chairs out and boards, like wooden boards, like with the
Mhm.
chairs, very Joey Janela like, right?
Right.
And Marty and Penta did a spot where Penta package pile drived Marty into those wood things.
Right.
Marty hurt his neck. Um, he actually cut a very fantastic promo that I think everyone should see because it just shows you the range that that guy has. Like he got me. He got me. I was like, oh my god, don't tell me. And
So
yeah,
this is a
but
work.
well, did you watch
I watched
the
the
thing?
promo.
Yeah, but no, it's real because when you
Oh.
look at the clip of the accident,
Mhm.
yeah. And I do know that Pentagon has injured other wrestlers with that
Mhm.
same package pile driver. I mean, honestly, there's like only like maybe two people besides you know, the originator PCO. There's only two people that I think really should be doing those. One
Yeah.
is Kevin Steen Owens.
Yep.
Right? Beautiful one. And I think the other one, and he doesn't use it that much, but I think the other one that I kind of like, it's someone WWE, but I can't remember
Gunther.
exactly who in my head.
You're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Gunther? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Gunther. Gunther. I call him Walter still.
Yeah,
He
Walters you should have
yeah,
stayed that way.
Walter. Yeah, Big Van Walter, whatever. Um, he does a great one. So, my big thing is if you are one of those wrestlers that kinda injures people, you know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing those kind of things. Because look at what Sammy Guevara did to Jeff Hardy. I don't know if you heard
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad, and when you looked at that spot, it was like, "Oh, this guy, like, what the fuck?" That's why I don't like flippy shit wrestling because, we all know that these guys, like deathmatch guys, it
Flippy
shortens your
shit
career.
wrestling is fine. I think it's
Mhm,
there's a right way to work and there's a wrong way to work,
mhm,
and if you're not
mhm,
working safe or you're doing dumb shit, that's a problem.
mhm,
Like that's a big deal.
absolutely. Yeah. So, um, but I encourage you guys to go to, uh, Marty Skrull's, Instagram and see unless do we have it queued up? Because maybe we can
Uh
watch it.
maybe
Maybe?
maybe
Yeah. This is episode 1, remember, so we have new toys, and
yes.
so if it doesn't work that well, then just remember it's episode 1, and we can't get to 2. I don't think at least now that we have new toys, that's probably gonna be a while because
Yeah,
I'm having
I'm not set up for it yet. Oh
that's
wait,
alright.
never mind.
What? What? Oh! Oh! Oh!
All right, hold
Oh.
on.
Alright. Come, come.
I can do this. Hold on.
Okay.
I can do
We
this.
believe in you.
Don't believe in me, because that's when shit goes wrong. All right,
Well,
we are
I
going
mean,
to.
yeah, so
Is it gonna let me do it?
I don't know. I don't
Mm,
know. If you are listening to this, because I think we're still on the podcast, right? Yeah? Okay. Well, just know that we are trying to queue up a video from Instagram in our new set. And also, if you're just listening to us, you gotta come by just to see the new shit. I'll just say that now because, I mean, we're moving on up like the Jeffersons. That's all I know. That's all I know. I mean, hey, here it is. Or not. Hmm. We're episode 1, so, like I said, I don't hear anything. It's not playing. And then all of a sudden, Digi disappeared, his voice. Good lord. We did break it. God damn, I knew that was gonna happen. Ay, guy. So, sorry, guys, technical difficulties. But isn't Ricky Sarks kind of funny looking over my shoulder? Yeah, he's a nerd. Mhm. Yep. Okay. We did hear Marty. And F what okay, I'll say it after. I'll say it after. Uh-oh. What did he decide to do, Marty? Uh-oh.
oh, hold on. I got you.
We
I got
fucked
you.
up.
I
We
did.
fucked up.
I
We fucked up.
I did. I fucked up hard. Um, yeah, this is just a hot mess.
I could tap dance for you, but I haven't tap danced since I was like 5 or 6, maybe 7. I don't know. but I can't even hear Digi. Sorry, folks. Episode episode 1. Yeah, we'll never get it right. Yeah, and just remind yourselves, this is the
Okay,
time.
here
Okay,
we go.
there you okay,
All right.
okay,
So, well, why don't we try doing that some other time?
okay. But if you haven't seen it,
Go see it.
go watch it. Yep, and I will say too, I'm sure Marty would not mind if I played that clip
Yeah,
on our show. He might mind if other people do it, but with ours, no, I think he'd be fine with it.
yeah, yeah. We're
I
fine.
think he would. I think he would. Yeah. He and I had a little banter about Tijuana. Now, honestly, I would have been, like, freaked the fuck out if I were there. So, yeah, it's hard seeing injuries, but when it's someone that you, like, really like or in this case, like, he's a good friend that I'm like, "Oh," yeah. So, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
that's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, it is a lot. But, hey, it is what it is. So, before I forget,
Hmm.
you know, our fans, thank you at Fans First Sports Network. Thank you for keeping the lights on and giving us this classy bar. Well, they didn't give it to us, but it's a classy bar.
Yeah,
We're
I like to think so.
yeah, I think so too. So I hope you guys are enjoying the bar. Sit down and
And
yeah, so
enjoy.
definitely that's not sponsored. So it's not a sponsored moment.
Not
Or
even
maybe it
close.
is. No. Okay, well, I don't know. We don't know about contracts at this place. We've always said
No,
that we don't
no.
understand them, don't know them. Speaking of things we
Mhm.
don't understand, because Digi, you're a man of TNA.
Yeah.
Well, last week or on the weekend, everybody, I don't remember who started it, but everybody was putting an hourglass, just,
Yes.
you know, going on X and putting a single hourglass. And it was almost everybody on their roster, because I saw
Yes.
Speedball Mike Bailey, I wanna say, Jessica Havoc did it,
Mhm.
um, Jordan Grace did it, like, I mean, on and on and on, like, almost the whole roster.
Yeah.
So what's that all about?
Nobody's really quite sure. Um, Here's what is kind of the timeline. All right.
Mhm,
So Scott Moore, without warning, best endeavored. Okay.
yeah, that's bad.
Nobody's quite sure why, or at least nobody said.
Yeah,
And apparently, in that process, he had
mhm,
made a bid to buy TNA outright. His offer was rejected, and shortly after he was let go, a ton of their TNA originals just started posting the hourglass. Some people are speculating that that they're letting them know when their contract is up, they're not resigning. And I'm not sure if that's the case, they can write their own check elsewhere.
mhm. A lot of them can. I mean, I think that what I don't understand is
Hmm.
I feel like Scott Demore, in at least the last few years,
Right.
really kind of just made it into something really special.
Yeah.
And for them to do that, that just it bothers me because, I mean, he wasn't he wasn't doing, asshole moves like, you know, Tony Khan or whoever the frick is doing, whatever in WWE. I mean, he really has built a great program,
Right.
hands down. So that's where it's kind of shocking to me. And I don't
I
understand that.
like, and this is the thing. Um, I do know some people that work for the company, and without naming names, what I can say is that the locker room unilaterally has been praised, and nobody's had an issue with Scott Demore.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he's been keeping the lights on for that company for a while. And the person
Mhm.
they just put in charge of it, I think, has zero wrestling experience, has no idea how the business works, and they better figure it out fast or have Tommy
Mhm.
Dreamer and Gail Kim start writing the booking.
Mhm. I think it's somewhat like Tony Khan. That guy was a fanboy. He didn't know how to run a wrestling company. I believe he still does not know.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just very, very sad because of the caliber of talent that is that roster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just I'm kinda shocked. It's like, honestly, like that TNA/Impact has probably been of all of the companies, as of late, or maybe throughout the last, I'd say, almost year, we're putting out some of the best wrestling out there, bar
Yeah,
none.
bar none above
And
any other company.
Mhm. Especially the women's division, but that's always been like that anyway.
Yeah.
But I think that, it's shocking to me. Like, why would you do that? I mean, this guy kept them afloat for so long and was building, like, quality stuff that I don't know. It's very political, and I'm like,
It
yeah,
does
I
strike
don't
me as, like, he probably made, and I'm speculating entirely.
of course.
Um, it does strike me that it is a possibility that
Mhm,
Scott went to Anthem,
mhm,
their parent company, and made a bid
mhm,
on TNA,
mhm,
and somebody on that board didn't like that, had his offer denied, and then promptly had him released out of fear of some
yeah,
semblance of retaliation, even if that has never been a thing.
yeah,
Uh, so, I mean, that's kind of where I see it, but who can say?
mhm. Yeah, it's a tough one, I mean, when I heard that, I was just shocked. I'm like, What?"
I I was like, why? The guy does
Yeah.
everything. Like,
Yeah, that's the company right there, you
yeah,
know? Yeah, and
just ah, no sense to me. No sense.
yeah, mm-mm,
You know.
because I really think, of the programs out there, right? I think that that was probably the most, and people can at you can at me at this, but they were probably the best run of all of these companies. Because we've all seen what Tony Khan did to Ring of Honor and is doing to Ring of Honor. That's not fucking
And
Ring
it's
of
doing
Honor.
to AEW.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then whatever's going on with WWE,
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know, but
It's
whatever's going on there.
it's getting
Yeah,
better, but you know,
there's too much controversy. But
unfortunately,
speaking of which, yeah, speaking of that, I can't believe how much booing The Rock has been getting.
oh, rightfully so. He needed to.
Well, I know rightfully so, yeah, but the first night, I think, was a shocker, and it shocked him when they were in Vegas
Mhm.
and they did that thing. He was shocked. He was genuinely shocked. Like, he's the people's champ, he's this and this, and fucking you're backing Cody Rhodes? What the fuck, right? I'm sure he was just like, "I don't understand this." But that was bullshit. Everybody knows it was bullshit, and, I mean, honestly, they shoulda did it last year at WrestleMania. They should've.
I'm
I don't know.
okay with what they're doing, but here's the thing. They waited that extra year. They could have
Mhm,
put him over at that point, but
mhm,
like I talked with Deo,
mhm,
they built it up in a Daniel Bryan-esque sort of deal when the Yes Movement got him into WrestleMania, that they were
mhm,
counting on this whole backlash, which has made it even more exciting. You add in The Rock,
mhm,
you know,
mhm,
that right there, there's now more tension.
mhm,
And one of the popular theories that I've seen, and I kind of agree with, is that The Rock is playing Roman for a fool, is going to cost him the title, and then he's going to have a match where it's going to make The Rock the head of the table.
mhm,
Because I don't think this is about putting Roman over, because Roman's been needing to take time off for a while,
mhm.
because he's
Yep.
on the road doing promotions and everything else. So it just makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. Uh, just like how Phil Brooks got served some hot karma.
Uh,
Yes, yes, yes,
mm, mm,
yes, yes,
mm,
yes. Mhm. Tag.
mm,
Pink Banana. But
I
no, seriously. No, seriously.
nobody deserves to be in.
No, but it's like you basically okay, you got fired. That was a place he was never gonna go back to.
Yep.
So adamant. And then he goes back. Karma just said, "Oh, fuck you, dude. You need to be humbled." Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seems about right.
Did I
Okay.
laugh about it? Not when it happened, but when you came out with the boohoo speech, yeah, I laughed. I laughed.
Well, he did the best he could with it.
Whatever.
He could have
Best
done
the
a lot
world might
worse. He could have blamed everybody.
He is probably blaming everybody.
Not
Just
that
you
I've
don't
heard.
see it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. He probably does. You cannot, you know, teach an old dog new tricks. And that's a fucking old dog. Okay. Old dog. He's going to rear his ugly head with drama, again. And it's like, where are you going to go? I know TNA is not going to want you, but maybe
Mhm.
they might because of whatever. NWA doesn't want you probably. And MLW, no. No. Where you gonna go, asshole? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna
I
go?
we don't really know.
Yeah, and I'm shocked still that WWE is letting him have his pro wrestling tees store.
That was probably part of the contract, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
but, like, other people weren't allowed to.
They didn't negotiate for it. I
I
mean,
don't know.
there's a
Well,
reason why, you
mhm,
know,
yeah,
AJ Styles hasn't come back to Twitch,
mhm.
but
Yeah, see,
Johnny Gargano has been streaming.
but Johnny Gargano, I'd rather him stream than wrestle, let's go there.
That that may be.
Yep, but
It's
I think
all about what you negotiate with.
yeah, but that's bullshit because everyone had to stop. Look at frickin' Mandy Rose.
Well, Mandy
Okay.
Rose is a whole another different bag
But
of
I
balls.
know, but still, all of these women who do these like OnlyFans and stuff, even the men, come on, we know what that's all about. Don't
Yeah,
be stupid, you know? People ask me if I'm gonna have one, and I'm like, hell no. Uh-uh. No,
there is
no.
one lady who does an OnlyFans, but it's just pictures of her hearse. Like
Interesting.
that's all it is. And people
Wow.
subscribe and they're into it.
Wow. That's weird. But it's kind of cool the same way. Now,
Right.
if Ricky over here did one of just his ass, oh, all day. I pay good money for that. All day. All day. All day.
Subscribe stars.
Mhm. Yep.
Subscribe stars. I'm
Yep.
here for it.
Or him eating a peach. Oh my god, how perfect
Yeah.
is that? Yep. Kinda leaning, and you could see the outline. Yeah. Artistic director over here. It's
I
anyways.
mean, hit him up.
He'd probably tell me, "What the fuck?"
The 12 months of Ricky, man. You can make
That
a
should be a
calendar.
calendar.
Why
Yeah,
isn't
that
it?
should be. Mhm. I just miss the fact that, um, he doesn't do the trunk drop spot anymore. Well, obviously, he can't do that on TV,
Right.
but he did it on the cruise, and people, like it was it the 3rd one or the 4th one? Oh, it was he did it on both, but the 3rd one, I people were shocked, and I'm like, "Oh, no, that's the best part of when he wrestles."
It's like, no, no.
And there was a lady next to me, and she's like, "Oh, he's got a nice ass." I said, "Just wait. Just
It
wait."
gets
And
bad.
she didn't know what I meant. And then, oh, it came out, and she was like, "You are so right." I go,
See?
"Mhm,
See?
mhm, mhm." Everybody loves a little booty.
I
Mhm.
mean,
Men, women, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it happens, but, I
Mm,
feel that, like, with whatever TNA does,
yeah,
that I don't know, I just feel like I don't know, I just feel that they're killing a good thing, so,
I agree with you.
yeah.
Um, I do think one of two things is going to happen.
Do you think Scott D'Amore's gonna make his own company? I thought about that.
I think Scott Moore will go to fucking Wrestling Revolver.
I would totally see that and blow up. Cause Sammy's show, the one they had, was it last week or the weekend before in Texas?
Fucking blew
1,000
up.
people. 1,000 people. You don't get that at, like, any other indie show. I don't even think GCW's done 1,000. I don't
Uh,
think so.
no.
No. Well, Hammerstein, that might
Hammerstein
be the
can't
only
fit
time.
1,000 people.
Yeah. It can't?
Mm-mm. Hammerstein's
No?
ballroom is tiny.
Is it? Oh, it looks so big on TV. I don't know. I've never been.
It's
Never
a
been, so
like the way you can tell the size of a building with the rings is
mhm,
how close the audience is to the ring itself.
got it.
And if you look, it's barely person size.
Mm,
Like it is,
gotcha.
that's why they had talent up in the box office, up in the box seats. Yeah,
Mm,
it's tiny, man. Next time they run a
wow.
show here, you'll have to come out with me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
good
good.
times.
Honestly, like, when I think of that, I think of all of the final battles they had at ROH. Honestly, like, I
Mhm.
think that it's great they're doing Super Card of Honor during Mania week. That's been how it's been, right?
Yeah,
But I do think that because some of the other pay-per-views were it's like they were in the same spots. Like anniversary show was Las Vegas,
Yeah.
right before leading up. That's what that was. And they were always Death Before Dishonor as well. We got 2. And then I think Baltimore had 1, maybe. New York always had 1 or 2. So I'm just like,
I like kind of the last gasp before Tony Khan ran it to the ground is you had a TNA plot line where the faction Honor No More was a thing, and it was all from Ring of Honor talent,
yeah,
and it was so good.
yeah. I just I don't know, with Ring of Honor, I just feel like, can we stop, like, using talent in all the damn shows?
Hmm.
Can we please have a show that, okay, these are Ring of Honor people. These are your Dynamite people, and have overflow from Rampage because they tape them.
Right,
And then Collision should be its own thing too.
I agree.
But, I'm not Tony Khan, okay? I'm not there with a pile of snow and, like, you know, out of my mind. No.
Well, it's just like with this new guy with who's taking over TNA.
Mm,
We have no idea what this guy's gonna do,
yeah.
and
Well,
we we can hope for the best.
mhm, yes. Speaking of, like, best things, I am curious about President Tanahashi.
Mm,
He gave himself a belt.
mm,
He gave himself a belt.
mm. Yeah,
Like,
it's
you
the
don't
thing
do
to do.
that. You don't do that.
He's doing it to be a heel owner.
Maybe, I don't know. I
In Japan, it is a huge slight.
okay, okay. But, speaking of Japan,
Mm,
uh, well, first of all, before I go into my rant of Japan,
mhm.
gotta thank my buddies over at Fans for Sport Network for keeping the lights on and letting me have my little, I don't wanna say meltdown, but my thoughts on a really great match. Uh, so I think we know what I'm gonna talk about. Brian Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. dose. Um, Obviously, the big complaint from Wrestle Dream was that there was no submission. That was Zack Sabre Jr.'s big thing. We didn't win by submission, so we don't, we that's not right. So we got to do it. We're going to do it in Japan and blah blah blah.
Right.
So they did it in Osaka. It was that Osaka match was also the last match in New Japan for Ocean Spray.
Right.
And to be honest, because this match was right before it,
Mhm.
I think that match eclipsed everything else. 1, not because I don't like Ocean Spray, but
Right.
the quality of the match. And we all know I went to Wrestle Dream specifically for that match. And it blew me away. I mean, I thought it was like awesome because that is like technical wrestling at its finest. And we know that I love my technical shit and whatnot. Yes, everyone knows I, get a little stiffy for a British tech submission. We all know this. Um, yeah, seriously, everybody knows this. It's like, you know, like 4 things of me from me. And I think Bishop would probably agree, is 1, I talk about Ricky Stark's ass way too much. They know that. Okay, 1. 2,
Gotten better.
yeah. 2, my love for Boom Boom Colt Cabana.
Mhm.
Where's his fucking figure? Okay? That man is a fucking legend. Give him a fucking figure. Instead of making like 10,000,000 like Darby Allins and all that shit. Anyways,
Mhm.
that was number 2. Number 3, talk about Marty Scurll. Love him to death. And number 4, it's very obvious that I love British tech submission. And actually, I even love that British World of Sport style. Love it. That is
Right.
my favorite. Yeah, I know people don't like it, but I love it. I love it, and I
There's
blame
nothing wrong
Colt
with it.
Cabana for that. I blame him for that because I started watching that, and it's just like, "Oh my god." But anyways,
Mm,
I think that that match and it was amazing because it's not, you know, flippy shit. It's not like, I don't know. It was just something that's not the norm,
it
okay?
wasn't like 2 bulls in a china shop, wasn't flippy,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah. Let me take it
technical.
out. Yeah, let me take it outside the ring. There was a lot of, like there was a lot of strategy in it. And what
Right.
I was very shocked when I went to Wrestle Dream was that that audience was very respectful and silent, but also at the same time, it wasn't like, "Oh, this is a piss match because, this is boring." No, everybody absolutely just loved it. So, I was like, I know just watching it, I knew in my head, there's gonna be a number 2, definitely,
Mhm.
and of course there was, and I said, "Oh, I'll go wherever it is." Well, of course, they do it in fucking Japan, so I can't go, but I did watch it. Now, I did not watch it live,
Mhm.
because I fell asleep, and, the only time I will watch something live is I try to do it for, uh, Wrestle Kingdom.
Right.
Yeah, because that one is yeah, that one's a marathon. But I watched it the next day. I made sure I did not look at X, I did not look at Instagram, I didn't Google anything or whatnot. I wanted to see it myself.
Yeah.
And hands down, it just was so, so beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like these, like, I don't know, but I only, I've seen this in movies and whatnot, but it was like 2 chess players, like, the best that are there, and it was such a mental game
Yeah.
that you could even see it on the looks in their eyes and stuff, and it's
Mhm.
amazing because, when I tell people, they're like, "Oh, wrestling's, fake." That kind of wrestling, they don't really call that stuff like you see in others, you know?
Well
They'll know that, okay, this guy's gonna win, right? But they don't call the spots in the matches. It
well,
just
it's not fake, it's
naturally comes.
predetermined.
Yeah, I mean, so they're not calling it, and I don't think it's really predetermined, especially with those 2, because there's been times where you look at it and it's like, yeah, I don't think that was, like, predetermined or planned or anything, because it was just something, like, on the fly,
Yeah.
and, you know, it was very beautiful. Like, I personally think that's match of the year candidate, hands down. And
Mhm.
it's very early in the year to say that, but I feel that because of the quality of it
Mhm.
and just, like, the finish of it. Now granted, Zack Sabre Jr. did not win by submission. He won it by pin. Okay. That, they need one more. And Brian Danielson, when he did his backstage little segment, he was like, we need to do a 3, and it has to be on neutral ground.
Yeah.
So, what is neutral ground? Going to Mexico?
Mexico TNA,
TNA? Mhm. Well, I
MCW.
don't think they do that now because Scott D'Amore, Scott D'Amore would have, like, totally, like, got that. But I don't
I don't know
know if
who.
new management would. WWE ain't gonna do that.
You'd be
Uh,
surprised, no.
no, I don't think so. So
Jordan
I think
Grace
it's next.
showed up at the Royal Rumble with the
Mm,
belt. was acknowledged as their champion, the company
Mhm.
existed along with their accolades.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and Moose too. Oh, that's right, Moose.
yeah,
But, Moose. Okay, sorry. I have to do that. Um, yep. I don't know. I kinda see it happening in Mexico, and because I feel that Conan would book it.
yeah,
I really
seems
do.
legit.
I I think that he would book it for, I don't know, Triple Mania maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'll let you know this, if it's in Tijuana, I'm going. I'm
Nah,
going. I'm gonna go because, I mean, seriously, to see that one's gonna be even more over the top
that's
of the other
hilarious.
2. And, yeah, what, did I go to Tijuana for that and I won't go for Marty Scurll? Well, no, because I know that there will be people that I know who would be damn interested in going, so that's why.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
that's the difference. That's the difference.
That is the
That's the
difference.
difference. That is the total difference. I mean, it's not safe, cartels,
Mhm.
federales, I got a big mouth, you know, stuff like that. I mean, you know, anything can happen. I mean, shit. I mean, the
Oh,
other thing
shit.
too, yeah, the other thing too, and this started happening, probably was New Japan when they were in San Francisco the first time.
Mm,
Uh, that when he's done with his match, he gives me a hug. Totally, like, there's been, like, 1 or 2 times he didn't, but it's like, yeah, because, whatever happened with it. Now, I know some people were like, "Oh, who's that? Ugh." Mind your own business, chicks. Mind your own, okay? Okay, that it happens. So, if that were to happen in Mexico, who would know what would happen to me? I have
mhm.
no idea. It's kinda scary. So, I'm like, don't do it. Don't don't do it." So, yeah, um, so that one's one to watch. I really would love if um, a figure set of
Mhm.
Daniel Bryan and Zack Sabre Jr. that you can contort with each other.
That'd be
I
kinda
that
hilarious.
that would be badass, I think. I'm still waiting for the strap match one with Danielson and Ricky. That I'm waiting for. I'm surprised they did not do it.
Mhm.
They've done a lot of blood and guts ones, but why not that? That one was phenomenal, okay? And you can't tell me shit, and I'm not just saying because it's Ricky. That match was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal. Fucking Ricky at the end when he got totally choked out. I mean, seriously, that guy can sell. Okay? He can sell. It was amazing. 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 You know who can't sell?
Mm.
Ocean Spray, and he's debuting next week. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
well,
the product, no, I will tell you this, okay? People do not understand. Like, they just see him like, "Oh, he's great." I'm like, "No," and it was funny, if you guys go on my ex account, at Ms. Amanda Jane, with a Y,
mhm.
you
Mm.
one of my, people that I follow and follows me, had, and I'll actually bring it up because it tickled me pink. Let's just say.
You gonna give us a read?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna give you a little read on this one because it was up my alley because I was like,
Mm.
"Ooh." Um, let's see here. All right, I already have an account. Sign in. Mm,
Yay!
there we go. Okay, next. Hello. There we go. What? What? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Technical difficulties. Give me a moment.
Okay, B.
Okay. Have we seen kitties on the screen? And then my non-existent ass.
Well, we
Days
didn't
no
see the
resist.
ass, but
Okay, but there's no Ricky Starks ass here. I hate to disappoint you guys. Okay, so um, god damn, I can't wait for that match. Lee Moriarty,
Mhm.
uh, Shane Taylor versus FTR.
Yeah.
Good on Collision this weekend. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So, all right. Sorry, I'm just letting my shit load here. Uh, okay, here we go. So, my buddy at Blood Mark Henry said, okay, here it is. This is very valid. Is a very, very valid point. Um, good lord. He was going off today on somebody. Oh, it was Austin Theory. Okay, you know, fucking don't like Austin Theory. Okay. And then he was going off about Wardlow. But hey, Wardlow, great promo.
Yeah.
Great promo this Wednesday. I really didn't watch the show because I'm still a little upset about, you know, that whole thing. And yeah. Okay. So here's what there was some guy named uh at Age of the Fever, and he
Mhm.
said Osprey, spelled wrong, okay, is great at doing moves and setting up spots in a way that they look really sick. He's pretty much incapable of having a watchable main event style match though. Left to his own devices, which is often was in New Japan, he has some of the worst instincts I've ever seen. Would I agree with that? You
I
know,
think it's
a
a fair
little.
assessment.
That's fair assessment. So, at Blood Mark Henry says, I don't know, he quote tweeted this. I don't know I don't know if I really buy this. I think anti-Osprey people need to have more substantiated claims. Hyperbole kills the internet. Sometimes because I think dialogue would be cool with things like this, but there's just a small contingency of anti-Osprey people. It's like, dude, we get it. So
I
here was
mean,
me. Here's me. Okay. That's where I started. Let me tell you why I'm anti ocean spray. The biggest issue I have, besides him shoving me, is his style. When I first saw him in person, my first impression was, oh, look, a white ricochet.
hmm,
Yeah, British ricochet, excuse me. Later on, Ricochet wrestled, which is true, and he blew him out of the water. Uh, of the Brits that came to the state, let me make sure. Yes, the states at the time, his talent was far below the others. He didn't win Bola. He held the ROH TV title for 2 days. Uh, he was the second person at Rev Pro to have the
mhm,
distinguished crown, and it took
triple
7
clown.
years for him to beat number one. Guys, who was number one? Marty Scurll.
Yep.
And who did Marty get his triple crown against? Colt Cabana. Just say. Then I said, it says the quality is okay. He's outside the one behind the bits. I don't know why he's big as he is. He no sells so much. It takes away from the quality of the matches. The irritated yelling. Thank God he's toned that down. He's only built on a pedestal because Uncle Dave gets a hard on. Right? Okay. Continued. Can we mention he's a jackass? Asking fans to go to a GoFundMe to help us buy his mom a car when he said, I can't help because I'm furnishing my new home. Do we not forget that he made a big hand in trying to protect some of his shitty friends during Speak Out? Remember, he and his ex old lady tried to blackball one of the victims because he was trying to protect one of his friends. And no, it's not Marty. And JPW decided to put a rocket on him coming out of the pandemic. Was he the right one? No, he still wasn't ready to fill big shoes yet. Now, in my humble opinion, pretty much the other anti-ocean spray bunch, they don't know shit. They don't even know why they hate him. I never liked the guy from the get-go. Never understood the fascination. He was boring, all flippy, no substance. I'd go on, but fini.
Mm,
I think that's a very, accurate, uh that's accurate. So,
yeah, seems legit to
yeah,
me.
yeah. But you know what's really accurate
What's that?
is we've got a great buddy system with our Fans First Sports Network. God, I almost screwed that up. But hey, it happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah. You know why I've been away? We've been away?
Oh.
Well, I got COVID, but, whatever, but that that was one reason. But,
Yeah.
yeah, but before, where did I go? Where did I go?
You went on a
Oh,
cruise.
I did, and it was it was interesting. Um,
Hmm.
I will say the wrestling okay, my biggest complaint about it was they did not announce the lineup until maybe a couple weeks before,
Right.
and it was pretty shitty, okay? And my thing was, okay, yeah, there's a lot of repeat people, okay,
Right.
from, whatever. But that just happens, like Action Andretti, Top Flight, uh, who else? Um, Cardona was on there, but that was awesome. The usual Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, they're on every one. Um, People can say Colt Cabana, but I'm like, nope. He's on. I knew he was going to be there without them announcing him because I said he has to be there. He's been on every odd numbered one. He was on number one. He was on number three. So he should be on number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's legit to me.
So, yeah, it was really interesting to see Don Callis um, in person only because I know he did something and fans were trying to he was totally in gimmick. Like, he's one of those things that lives guys that live the gimmick. And it was hilarious because I didn't know he was a germaphobe, like Howie Mandel. Did not know that. So that was very interesting to kind of see. Um, what else was really interesting to see was um the Yas Boys, the Gun Brothers.
Mm.
They're hilarious. I love those guys. They are so fucking hilarious. So, like, they were the night it was the first night of the cruise, and those 2 were in the casino because they were on a roll. I think they won over 10,000 bucks that night. But it was
Nice.
funny because the next day was, like, one of the photo shoot things that you'd go take your pictures with whomever, right?
Right.
And they rolled up a little late. You're like, "Sorry, sorry, sorry. That's what you get when" he's like, "We won big money, so that's why we're late." So, but yeah, so I mean, it was really great. I mean, I got pictures with people that I've never gotten pictures with, like Pentagon.
Right.
I got to meet uh Vikingo. Oh my god, Vikingo's so nice. He's small. I'm taller than Vikingo. So, yeah. So, I was like, that was great. Who else did have pictures there? Sky Blue. She's very, very pretty. And she and um God, why am I blanking on his name? Kyle Fletcher.
Ooh.
Cute couple. But then Nick Wayne was hanging out with them too. So I was like, this a little threesome thing going on? I don't know.
Mm.
But Nick Wayne's mom was not on the boat. So, like, a friend of mine, "Hey, Myron, how's it going?" We're like, "Let's get Nick Wayne drunk." I'm like, "I don't wanna be a part of that."
Yeah,
It's gonna
no.
get back, and no, 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 because then people will think I'm a pedophile. But I'm like, but he's of age, but he's not of drinking age. But whatever. Great to see that. Um, Music again was pretty awesome. He's bringing a lot of the same bands, but I think this year the headlining, like rock band. I'm sorry, you can't top last year. It was Quiet Riot. Okay. I mean, they had Striper on one year, they had, whatever. I know he's never gonna let Sebastian Bach go, but I think it would be amazing because
Mhm.
when Fozzy did their covers night, which is always, like, my favorite one that he does, someone had filmed a video and you could hear him singing. It was so off key and whatnot, I'm just like, "No wonder Sebastian Bach was giving you shit because he's right."
Yup.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Oh my god," that it was just really, really bad. I have a nice photo with me and Jericho, which I was excited about because I don't ever like my ones with Jericho for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Um, Colt Cabana, I love that guy. I do.
The true
I
indie
I
god.
miss him. Yeah, I missed him. I do. And, I'm always like, "Oh, he needs to come out here." I'm like, I'm just gonna have to travel to see him." And it was great. He noticed I had new teeth because
Oh.
yeah, well, he saw me before I got him done because he was like, "What's wrong?" Because I was kinda trying to hide my mouth and like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
tell him.
yeah.
Yeah. He's like, "Your smile." And I'm like, "Don't flirt with me." I'm like, "Stop. Don't be flirty with me. I don't wanna go down that rabbit hole again. That was awful." Awful. And then, of course, who is he sitting by who knows all the, like, drama of all the years? Fucking Trent Beretta. I'm like, "God damn it." I'm like, "Stop that." I'm like, "Shit. You gotta stop that." So, that was great. There was, I will say this, RJ City,
Mhm.
fucking love that guy, okay? He does not get as much praise as he should, but
Mhm.
he hosted a couple different ones, and they had, like, um it was kind of like they did, what is that show that had, Wayne Brady on it, and
Whose
there were, like,
line?
4 people.
Yeah,
Yes,
whose line is it anyway? Yeah.
yeah. They did something very similar to it, right? So, it's
Uh-huh.
like Prince Nana, again, a nice guy. He got kicked out of the bar like, the casino on the first night, story. Uh, um, Prince Nana, Johnny and Taya, okay, Haley Cameron, Aubrey, Colt, and who was the other dude? I don't know.
I
Whatever.
wasn't there, so your guess is good
No,
as mine.
I know. The best thing was, okay, when they came out, like, um, they give, like, a little 30-second intro of who you
Mhm.
are, so everyone knows. So, Donna was like, "Hey," he's like, "I'm the one," whatever, and had the whole audience doing it, right? And then, Johnny and Tay, that was so cute.
Mm.
And so he went first, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm married to Johnny, what's his name?"
Yeah.
Right, and she says, "It really should be he should be Mr. Teo." And so people were chanting, yeah, "Johnny Valkyrie." It was great. Great. So when Cole came out, he was like, "Hi, I'm Colt Cabana, and I think all of you know that I share a bank account with my mom." The whole place erupted in laughter because
That's
it's true.
awesome.
Yeah, it was really awesome. So it's great that he can poke fun of that because you know what? He didn't deserve that.
Yeah,
And
no.
yeah. And it's like, but it was great. Haley Cameron was such a great heel and she did it in person. She was hilarious. Oh, and then, they had Matt Cardona was doing something and he fucked it up. And yeah, it was great. Great times. I think that I am going on uh sticks on the beach. Um, Going to the Dominican Republic. I'm excited because I'll actually get off the ship this time. Or I don't know, the spa, I love the spa, but um if you guys, because there are still cabins, if you want, I can give you a discount, and my discount is Ms. Amanda Jane. Yeah, it's only $100, but you know what? It's $100 that you get, and guess what? I get $100 to spend on the ship. So that makes me put me one step closer to having one of those alcohol packages, which I did not have because I always used to bum everything off of people. So shout out to all my cruise friends that were there. Sorry, guys, that I got sick on that one night, but the water was just so rough. It was just horrible. And yeah, that that was it. It was pretty fun. And of course, when I get off the boat, when I'm trying to get off the boat, who do I fucking see? Who do I run into?
Mhm.
There's Colt.
Oh.
Yes. Oh my god, Steph Delander is amazing. I love her.
Oh, yeah.
Had a great conversation with her. Love her. Love her. But yeah, no, it was cold. And I'm like, "Hey." And he goes, "God damn." I go, "Yeah, of all the people." Mhm.
Mhm.
Yep. And then he got mad at me because he was like, "How did you get in front of me in the line?" Like when we were leaving. And I go, "You decided to go all the way around. I am smart because the guy ended up, okay, you can go through here," and undid the stanchion.
Hmm.
I go, "Yep." I go, "You just have to be patient."
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the relationship with me and Cabana. It's still back and forth.
Little
And I
banter.
swear to God, yes, I swear to God, I can't have that. When he started flirt, I can't do that. I can't do that again. I can't. I just can't. So yes, and so that was my cruise journey. It was amazing. It was amazing to see Colt wrestle 3 times, and he did an amazing job putting 3 people over,
Mm.
which was great.
Mhm.
Hobbs, Nick Wayne, and I can't remember who the other one was. It might have been Action Andretti. Yeah, I think it might have been. But either way, it was great. They did manage to get Orange Cassidy and uh, Daniel Garcia. They've met up the boat in Mexico. So I was like,
Ooh.
okay, you could brought. It would have been great if they brought like Big Bill, you know,
I agree.
and Lexi. You don't have to bring Starkey. It's okay. He was on the last two. It's totally fine. Totally fine. But not fine because the spot.
Yes.
Anyways, so that's it. So on that note, my friends, once again, thank you to our pals at Fans First Sports Network for letting us have a cool platform for this. It's not the Thursday Night Chaser. So what do we call this?
I'm gonna go with the after shot.
I had that before when I was younger. Oh, good
Yeah,
lord.
they're generally
Yeah.
strong.
Just a little bit. Yeah, or it could be if this is on, I don't know when we're putting these out, but yeah, the extra shot.
Extra shot, yes.
Yep.
Or the double
And
shot.
the double shot. There we go. There we go. Because there's 2 of us. So, did you tell everybody where they can find you at?
Uh, Instagram only. That's DigiDamon WOTR. And you, Miss Amanda
Well,
Jane.
you guys, yes, you guys can find me at the Huge X and Instagram at Ms. Amanda Jane. And if you guys want to help us get even fancier, at Ms. Amanda Jane is also my Cash App. Just, just saying, I have to shill this, okay? I mean, look how pretty we look now, okay? And if
I'm
you're listening
saying,
on audio, you fucked up and you have to see.
and there's more to
So,
come.
and there's more to come. So, guys, let's raise our glass. Oh, wait. Digi, you did not do
I know.
your thing. I
Well,
know. Well, go ahead.
as is normal with the Thursday Night Chaser, or as we are doing now, the double shot, since we are off our general show, we like to give a cheer, something positive, so we end on a very good note, no matter what we discuss. Miss Amanda Jane, my host, my friend, what say you?
I will say that I'm glad to see that that there's such a good variety of things that are going on in pretty much almost all the promotions that I don't think there's anything to complain about.
Hmm,
So, with that, and I love that energy. So I hope
yeah.
it keeps up, and that's my that's my positive thought.
Mine is going out to everyone who's had a very positive reaction. And there's been a lot of negative press that has gone on, but there's been some that, didn't stray into that negative. And those people are the true fans. And to them, I salute you.
So, on that note, my friends, join us next week where actually will be the Thursday Night Chaser and we'll probably be live.
Yep.
And yep, so tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, whatever. So, again, for Digi and me, Ms. Amanda Jane, that's the last call, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers to Fans First Sports Network for keeping the dive bar lights on.
I would never have a drink with wrestling